Scheana Shay is getting real about her fallout with Tom Sandoval. During a new episode of her hit podcast, Scheananigans, the 38-year-old opened up about really struggling about where she stands with Tom after he cheated on his girlfriend, Ariana Madix, with fellow Vanderpump Rules co-star Raquel Leviss.
I never thought he was a bad guy. He was one of my best friends for almost 15 years. Yeah. He was the only person from day one who had my back on this show, who fought for me whenever something was unfair. He was the person there in my corner. So I have personally really struggled with all of this because I'm like, yes, you did a really bad thing, but you weren't a bad friend to me. But then what you've done has affected me. And it's just like changed the entire dynamic of our group.
But Scheana noted that she is still, quote, Team Ariana, and the two have remained tight as the cast recently filmed season 11 of the Bravo show. Amid Sandoval taking the internet and the Bravoverse by storm, Access Hollywood chatted with VPR alum Jax Taylor and shared his candid thoughts about the whole situation.
Okay, Jax, we just have to get right into it. Tom Sandoval just made an appearance on Howie Mandel's podcast, and it was interesting to say the least.
Like, you know, many relationships, it felt like it became more of like a like best friends, family, sometimes roommates, and it's just like we're like hissing, and it's like I felt something that I hadn't felt in so long.
I want your take on it. What is your initial reaction?
You know, I don't really think there's much more to say at this point. I think, you know, people have had their opinion. They know what happened. I think at this point, he should just own up what he's done and move on from this. I think the kind of playing the victim and look, this is why I did what I did. There's no justifying cheating. Take it for somebody who's been down this road. You own up what you've done. Be a man. And I just think he hasn't done either. He hasn't owned up to anything. He's justifying everything. And he's just, I mean, that's not a man in my opinion. Like, you know, if you are man enough to do what you've done, you should be man enough to own up to what you've done and at least have some empathy and apologize to Ariana. And enough with these like, I don't know, just I think he's kind of putting out different messages. I don't know if he's using some kind of PR strategy. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but I think he just needs to bow out now. I think it's time to go away for a while and take a break. And if you're going to take a break and say you're going to do that, then do it. Don't go do a concert the next day and call yourself the artist formerly known as Sandoval. That's kind of weird to me, I think. I just, you know, you want people to think that you're sorry, then act like you're sorry. Right. If that makes any sense.
You guys were friends at some time, like for quite some time.
Right.
No longer friends.
Right.
Are you shocked at his behavior?
No, I think this has been kind of going on for a very long time, and I don't think anybody has seen it because I think my actions have taken such a precedent over the show over the years, and they kind of could hide behind what I've done. But no, I've seen this. This has been going on for many, many years, just no one's wanted to see it. So, no, I'm not shocked, and when I heard about it, I wasn't shocked about it. I just feel bad for Ariana right now, and
right.
And like I said, people cheat all the time. Marriage is tough. Relationships are tough. We get it. It's a given. That's 100%. But, you know, you should have went about it the right way. And take it from somebody who's done that and been down that road. And I don't really have a leg to stand on, but if you're asking my opinion, you know, he just should have handled this better. You know, the lack of remorse and the lack of empathy and the way that this happened, how long this has gone on, bringing another woman into your current girlfriend's house in your bed. I mean, and then keep having her there when she's out of town. Like she's still going in there. I want to be shocked, but I'm really not.
On the podcast, he claimed that him and Ariana were living completely separate lives for quite some time, and they were just still together because of their brand. You're friends with her. You guys still run in the same circle. Was that the case?
No. And I can't really tell you why until you watch the rest of the season, but no. And that's really all I can say. I don't believe that at all, and it's not the case at all, and you'll see when you watch the rest of the season.
You just saw Ariana over the weekend.
Yeah.
How is she?
She looks great. In fact, Ariana and I haven't always had the best relationship on and off. I respect her. She respects me. But we just haven't got along. We think different things. And so we kind of always bumped heads. But I tell you what, I've seen her about, I think, a handful of times since this whole incident. And she's a completely different person. She seems like she's glowing. She seems like she's a lot happier. She's got a lot of support. She just seems like a different person. You know, every time I see her, it's a big hug.
Yeah.
You seem like you're doing well. I think she seems like a lot better. She seems happier, and that's saying a lot because you know she's been going through a lot, but she looks great, and I'm really really happy for her. I think she's going to thrive from this. I think she's going to do well, and I think she's going to be who she wants to be and do what she wants to do. I think she was stuck. I think she may have been stuck in that relationship. Now I know that relationship hasn't been good for a very long time, but if it's not good, then just walk away. I don't understand this whole, well, we have to be together because we have this, we have this, we have this. I don't get that. I don't understand that. Maybe they have something going on that I don't understand, but it hasn't been good for a long time. But I think now that it's done and it's over and she's kind of slowly trying to separate, I think she'll do good. I think she'll do good. And I'm happy for her.
Are they still living together?
As of right now, I think so, which to me is extremely weird. Again, going back to like, listen, you're the guy, you screwed up, you made the mistake, you should get out.
Right.
I don't know his financial status. If I had to guess, it's not good. Between the bar, the house, and what you see on the news, the tax liens and this, and the borrowing against the house, it can't be good, so it can't be that easy just to go out and get a new place. But I know Raquel has an apartment, right? Or you can go stay with friends or something like that. I know me, if I was in his situation, I would not be in that house. Just give her space. Look what you did to her. Like, why are you... I mean, I know it is his home, you know. Again, it's just my opinion. I would not be there if it was me. That's just me.
I'm sure you've heard how the reunion went down. What can you tell us about that?
I don't know much about it. I texted one of the cast members about it, and he said, you know, there was a little bit of a brawl. I have an idea who it is. I didn't really ask. I just didn't really...
Did you kind of wish you were there?
No.
Not at all, like sitting there.
Because you got to understand, I've
yeah.
gone through this many, many years. For 9 years, I've gone through this. I've been in the hot seat for many, many years. I'm going to watch it just like everybody else. But no, I don't want to be there. Those girls can be scary. And I know they were going for blood. And from what I heard, they did. So, no, I think there was enough people there. And I'm just going to watch on the couch like everybody else. Yeah, take part. I would have been scared, even though I wasn't part of it. I don't know if I could. I don't know. You know, I've heard I talked to people that were there, and it was a scary time. It was really scary because those girls can be evil, and it's well deserved for sure. But they're good and they're witty and they're fast, and I would not want to be Tom Sandoval for anything. No.
Do you find at all? Because you have been through this. Brittany's been through this. You've been through this on national TV. Yeah. Is there any sympathy that you feel for Tom?
I want to. But the problem I'm having is I know when what I did was terrible. But as soon as it happened, I felt gut wrenched. Like all I wanted to do was tell her I'm sorry and be like, and just beg for forgiveness. And I did, constantly calling, groveling, doing whatever I could to get my wife back because I knew what I did was wrong. What the problem I have is the lack of empathy and continue. What hurts more is he's having a relationship with this person. Like this is a new girlfriend. It's continuing. There is no empathy. This has gone on for a long time. And I still haven't seen a letter or any kind of sit her down and be like, I'm so sorry. This is why I did what I did. I'm not justifying it, but this is where I am. I need help. I need therapy. I need to go maybe step back for a while and do that. Then I could maybe be like, okay, he's a human being. Listen, nobody in this world is perfect. Not one person. Not anybody watching the show right now. We all have our demons. We've all done something wrong. But I just think the empathy, I have a hard time with not feeling anything for her. You know, I'm not, you know, like knowing that you did something wrong. Yes, your relationship's over. We get that. But just if you love her, like you say you do, you got to be compassionate a little bit. You got to show some compassion, and that's the problem I have. So that's how it's hard for me to feel sorry for him, because I know, like I said, how I felt after that, and it's gut wrenching. You feel horrible. At least I did. So I don't understand how he doesn't feel that way.